दोस्तों हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें और बेल आइकन को ज़रूर दबाएं ताकि हमारी वीडियो सबसे पहले आप तक पहुंचे। थैंक यू वेरी मच। Hello friends, so I'm here ready to shoot a new video for you. In this video I will talk about learn how to learn or effective reading. So before I proceed, let me just tell you that I have started taking a few courses from Coursera and other apps where I have been learning how to learn, and these courses are helping me to become a smart learner, and I've learned a lot of new things that is improving my learning process. So I thought, why should I not tell you the same thing in short so you can also benefit from it. So before I proceed, let me tell you that reading or learning starts from our birth only. So in the beginning we stay very much focused on learning. We observe, we see and try to remember or understand whatever we see, and that is the reason in our childhood we learn very fastly. But with the growth of time it slows down, or when we go to school or college it gradually further degrades. What I mean by degradation is that we are make a kind of parrot that we will have to copy and paste things that we see, but that is not actually the learning process. The learning process is totally different. So in this video I will talk about that, how we can become a smart learner and how we can expedite our learning. So before I proceed, once again let me tell you that this is not a complete video. This is a very short video where I'll talk about the only crucial aspects of this learning how to learn. So the first point that I want to tell you is that learning is a meta learning process. What does that mean is that actually we need to learn how to learn. So we can see that we are taught a lot of new things, information, etc., but we are never taught how to learn, or we are not trained the learning process, how our mind takes information and how we can make those information our base of learning. So first of all we have to focus on this, because this is a skill. So many people do not know actually how to learn. So only acquiring information is not learning. Learning is totally different from mere acquiring information. So from now I want you to focus on how you can improve your learning things, and in this way you become a smart learner. And with this I'll proceed to the second point, and that is a two process of learning. So learning has two process. The first one is reading and listening. With reading or writing and listening we come to know a lot of new things, but only reading and listening does not help us to become a learner. For that we later need to process and recall what you have or what we have already learned, and remembering the right things. So suppose you attend a class. After attending the class you are taught a lot of things. Suppose in a period of 1 hour you are taught around 10 pieces of information, but all of them are not crucial or important. So you have to understand which aspects should be remembered, memorized and understood, and which should be deleted or not paid much attention. So in this way you will be able to figure out what is the most important thing that you should be learning. With this we will proceed to our third point, and that is mental model. What I mean by mental model is that simplified depiction of how something works. So suppose you attend a class on demand and supply in economics. So you should be understanding or using your sense what demand could mean and what supply also could mean, and what these two concepts have similarity and differences among them. So suppose if you pay attention or you think or observe, then you will come to understand that demand is when something is needed, when something is wanted by people, and supply what we are giving to them. And what could be the relation between them? That when there is a lot of demand, then supply will increase, and when supply will increase, demand will fall. So there is an inverse or opposite relation between the two concepts. So in this way if you keep thinking and making very short understanding, etc., then you will be able to learn smartly in a very short time a lot of information. So further it also influences our perception, decision and behavior, and that is one of the reasons and means of learning and acquiring knowledge. So with this we will proceed to the third part of this video, and that is active and passive reading or attending lectures. So what we have seen so many times that people or students when attend a class, a specific class, they do not pay the full attention, or while reading we do not use our all senses or mindset, and that creates a little bit of problem that we do not completely acquire the information. For that we have to think about the situation, we have to put all the distractions off, and then we have to start the learning. While attending the lecture, we should not be thinking about anything else except the study material and the thing which is being taught. So active learning or active listening has a lot of benefits than the passive learning or listening. And with this we will come to the fifth point, and that is mind mapping. So what do I mean by mind mapping is that while you are being taught something or you are learning something by yourself by reading, then try to visualize or use the visual technique to summarize the materials. Suppose you are reading something which is perceptive and does not have any kind of, like I can say, visual part, then also you should be using other techniques like acronym, etc. Because this is great for core concepts and you will remember them. So when you remember the core concepts, all the less important information is also with you, and you will deliberately remember them as well. Okay, so recalling has also two kinds of method. So you can do like active recalling, and that will be with written active recalling, and you can also write bullet points. So if you write bullet points when a lecture is being delivered, you will remember all the other information as well. So with this we will come to the three main components of reading, and they are impression. So when you try to learn something, then try to create an impression of that learning process. Suppose you are going to learn, I should be saying, about human behavior, then you should create an impression for human behavior by thinking like I have also behavior, and good behavior always attracts me. So like this is very much attractive, and you should be creating an impression. And with this also you should be creating the second point, and that is association. So suppose when you are talking about or going to learn about behavior, you should also be creating association in the way that, okay, I'm also a human being. I have so many of behaviors which are good, some of them are good and some of them are not very good. So there is an association, and I'll have to learn it. And the third thing, which is one of the most important components of learning, is the repetition. With repetition, we actually acquire knowledge. And with this, we also create re-engagement, which enhances our knowledge, etc. And with this, we will come to the last and final part of this video, and that is QEC method. What is QEC method? Is question evidence method. So suppose when you are taught something, then you try to question the concept on the basis of evidence. What you will acquire in this way is that you will be engaged in the process of learning. You will have so many questions, and those questions will lead you to some of the answers, and some of them may not be answered, but still you will be able to completely understand the process and the concept, and that will give you broader learning. So in this way we can become a smart learner. But before I end this video, let me summarize that first of all we have to become a meta learner. What I mean by meta learner was that we have to learn how to learn. The second process was that there are two processes of learning. The first one is reading, listening, and the second one is recalling. The third thing that I talked about was mental model. So when you go to learn something, or you come to know that today I will be attending this class, you should be thinking about the topic that will be discussed earlier and try to gather some information regarding that. The fourth point was the concept of active and passive listening. So active listening has far more options and effectiveness than passive listening or reading. The fifth point that I talked about was mind mapping. With mind mapping, you remember the core concept, and the core concepts lead you towards remembering everything else which is important or essential. The sixth point was the three components of learning, where I discussed about first impression, second association, and the third was repetition. And the last thing that I discussed was QEC method, which is question evidence method. So with all this concept, you will be able to learn smartly, effectively, in a very